1. Please start, sir.
Hi, good afternoon to everybody who has logged on to the call. My name is Ramanan. I'm the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission. At the outset, let me wish all the people who have joined Happy New Year, Happy Ugadi, Baisakhi, Happy Vishu or Tamil New Year, also Ramadan, Mubarak, to all the people who have logged on, not only from India, but from different parts of the world. Today is also a day of great celebration in the country because it is also known as a Community Day, celebrating the birth anniversary of Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who was a person who championed inclusivity, equity, who looked for how to ensure that the communities across India would benefit because of India's progress, who spoke for the downtrodden and who spoke for the neglected people of our country since the time of independence. And we celebrate his birth anniversary at Atal Innovation Mission through launching several community-related initiatives, through our tinkering labs, through our incubators, through our community innovation centers, and through our various partners who engage with us in this exercise. For after all, India is a very large country with 1.3 billion people. It is spread over 715 districts. It has more than 650,000 villages that constitute this country, more than 8,000 small towns and cities, and we have people flocking from everywhere into 8 tier 1 cities, which is not a sustainable proposition. And therefore, the Ambedkar Community Day acquires a special dimension and a special significance that we should cater to the uniform growth of the country, bridge the socio-economic divide, the digital divide, so the divide between the haves and the have-nots, and ensure that the entire country progresses not only towards economic prosperity, but for societal well-being. That is the purpose of celebrating Community Day. And that falling on the auspicious day of the New Year, the Hindu calendar New Year for many communities across the country, indeed augurs a happy occasion for all of us to celebrate in. At the same time, we are very conscious that we are living in one of the most unprecedented crises the world is facing. The crisis of COVID-19, which has been a great disruptor to lives and livelihoods, not only in India, but across the world, which has disrupted supply chains across the world, and which has created grievous national lockdowns, creating a fear of uncertainty about what the future brings in to our country and to the rest of the world. And even as we reel under this crisis, we are also encouraged by the fact that India enjoys what is called as a demographic dividend, which is the envy of many a country. We are more than 1.3 billion people, but more importantly, we are one of the youngest countries of the world, with more than 65% of our population under 35 years old. And that augurs well for a country because it is going to ensure that we remain young, and the youthful, energetic workforce that would be made available for us for the next 25 to 30 years has the ability and the power to transform not only India, but also worlds across our globe. And therefore, we are seeing always, and the Honorable Prime Minister is seized with this notion of how do we empower this demographic dividend that we have, and how do we harness one of the fastest growing economies of the world that India is. We have been growing at 6 to 8% every year, barring the COVID-19 crisis. And at the same time, the power of affordable, accessible, available, and advanced technology is now having the ability for us to create solutions that we didn't dream about for problems that beset us today and the problems that we anticipate tomorrow. We are indeed a country of 1 billion people with 1 million challenges. But how do we convert these million challenges into 1 million opportunities that will create entrepreneurs and startup organizations solving the problems of India and of the rest of the world? And that is why the Atal Innovation Mission was formed about 4.5 years ago, in order to create and promote an ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship across the length and breadth of our country, empowering our young students at schools, universities, and in the industry to engage in a very constructive manner to solve problems that we see in and around the communities that we live in. And leveraging technology like 3D printing, robotics, IoT, miniaturized electronics, augmented virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and blockchain to solve these problems, because it has become a reality and a feasibility to leverage the powerful convergence of computing, communication, sensor technologies, and big data processing technologies to be able to create decision-making systems using AI and solving many, many problems that India has and the world has. And therefore, the Atal Innovation Mission has launched on a series of initiatives, creating tinkering labs at the school level. We have launched more than 7,000 tinkering labs, 7,200 tinkering labs, which are operational across the 680 districts of our country. More than 3.5 million young students have access to the latest of technologies that I talked about through do-it-yourself kits. And with these do-it-yourself kits, the children learn between grade 6 to grade 12 in an atmosphere of fun and learning in the Atal Tinkering Lab, not pressurized by rote learning, not pressurized with the need to create good marks and pass a particular exam, but the joy of creativity and innovation being unleashed within them so that they are able to enjoy this and become problem solvers of the future. Not only do they acquire a better understanding of the theory that they learn in classes of physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and so on, but they also become team players and they acquire 21st century design thinking, engineering, STEM related skills, which are so very important in creating the solutions of tomorrow. And in this journey, we expect that all of us in the all of us stakeholders would be involved in this process. When they go to universities, we are setting up incubators, world-class incubators to foster world-class startups. More than 68 incubators have sprung up in the last 4 years, and more than 2,000 startups have come out of this ecosystem. We have 625 women-led startups, and that speaks for the inclusivity of the gender in the progress of the nation. So far, India has only enjoyed about 13% women entrepreneurs in our nation. But with 33% of the entrepreneurs in the Atal Innovation Mission ecosystem as women entrepreneurs, this augurs very well for the future and is aligned with what Baba Saheb Ambedkar visualized for the country. Inclusivity, equity, equality of gender, diversity of geographies and verticals and access in the remotest parts of the country to the latest empowering technology and tools is what he visualized, and that is what the Atal Innovation Mission has set out to do. But all of this journey of Atal Innovation Mission, including its community innovation centers and Arise and Aneek challenges, would not be possible without great partnerships enabling us in this process. And today I am delighted and honored and privileged to announce one such partnership with Dassault Systems Foundation. Dassault Systèmes Foundation has been instrumental and has been playing a key role in the enablement of knowledge, STEM knowledge, engineering knowledge among universities and among students, and encouraging them with their latest tools and technologies that they offer into the marketplace and the global reach that they enable because of their presence everywhere in the world. It is a leading organization that all of us are aware, and therefore we are tremendously privileged and proud to have Dassault Systèmes partner with Atal Innovation Mission in our innovation journey. Not only are they going to enable young students from schools and Atal Tinkering Labs to have the advantage of Dassault Foundation's great mentoring capability, access to their facilities, the knowledge base that they have developed, the engineering tools that they have access to, but also the mentors from their professional organization who will be playing an integral role in adopting tinkering labs and in engaging and cultivating the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship among our young students in schools and in our universities. On all the initiatives that we are talking about, the plan and the vision is that Dassault Systèmes over a period of time would get engaged in all of these activities in India and potentially even across the world. They have already been enabling innovation exchanges between students in France and students in India. And I think this augurs greatly well for our Atal Tinkering Labs and Atal Innovation Mission. But to tell more about all of this and the significance of this partnership, I am very proud and privileged to introduce Mr. Sudarshan, who is the CEO of Dassault Systems India and the foundation, Dassault System Foundation in India, to share his thoughts and his views on the strategic nature of this partnership and what it will bring to the Atal Innovation Mission community. But more importantly, what it will also bring to the country as a whole and to the world at large. So with this, I turn it over to Sudarshan ji for his sharing his thoughts and views on this particular occasion.
Thank you, Ramanan. It's a great privilege to be part of this session today. Every time I hear you, every time I attend any Atal Innovation Mission session, I get inspired, So it's a great privilege to be part of your mission here today, First of all, on behalf of Dassault System, let me wish everyone participating in this session an excellent, healthy, happy New Year. Happy Ugadi, happy Vishu, happy Gudi Padwa. I wish everyone healthy days to come. This is we are in a very critical period, and health is very important for all of us here. Now let me spend 1 minute on who we are, who are Dassault System. We are a global company. Dassault System is a global company headquartered in Paris. We have presence all over the world. We are the world leaders in CAD, CAM, FPA, 3D experience. If you see any engineers in the world over, they use our tools, our software to create new products, to innovate their business. This is what we do for our bread and butter. So today I am representing Dassault System Foundation, which is a part of overall Dassault System ecosystem, which is focused on giving back to society. I am accompanied with Hemant Gadgil, who is Executive Director of Dassault System Foundation in India, and also Mary Pierre, who joined from France today. She heads the Dassault System Foundation, or La Fondation, as we call inside Dassault System, world over. It's not just India, but Europe as well as US. With all three of us, we will spend the next 10 to 20 minutes time in explaining what we are thinking as a collaboration between Atal Innovation Mission and our foundation. So first, to start with, let me recap on our overall vision. This is our CEO, global CEO, Bernard Charles. He is also honorary chairman of La Foundation. Here, we, as a part of La Foundation or Dassault System Foundation, we would like to leverage power of experience to transform the way we learn. Gone are the days where you mug up books or read some text or graphics. Now people need to see the 3D and experience the product. This is the way you can stretch the knowledge and stretch the overall engineering world over. That's our vision. And as part of Dassault System Foundation, we are trying to do the same world over. Now going one step ahead. This is our global presence. As I mentioned, we are a global company. We have one foundation in India, Dassault System Foundation. We have a foundation in Europe and US foundation. So our overall theme is education. Transforming education and research is our overall mission. Here, we encourage students, particularly students, in various initiatives, in focusing on research, focusing on innovation, focusing on entrepreneurship. We encourage students world over, not just in India, to do the same. Hemant, can you go ahead? Particularly the kind of projects that we support, primarily we support non-commercial projects. which are not in commercial nature. We support in education transformations, whether it is learning content in a new way, whether it is attending a vocational program. We support education programs in one side. We also encourage pure scientific research. I have some topics in the next slide talking about scientific research. We also help in preserving the heritage world over by transforming that into 3D and preserving forever. That's what we do. Our primary language is 3D. 3D is the media of communication. 3D is the way we communicate to everyone. Our primary backbone is 3D. Now coming to specific about Dassault Systèmes Foundation in India, we are in existence in the last 3 years. We have done extensive projects all over India. To be precise, 9 states we have been operating. We have supported 53 projects. We have connected with 16,000 students and colleges all over India. Our enablement programs are one of the best in the industry. Seeing all these things, we have received Indo-French Chamber of Commerce Best CSR Award for the last couple of years consecutively. That shows how well we are working in India. Now coming specifically on certain impacts which we have done, we have been connected with the engineering colleges primarily. In engineering colleges, we are helping a lot of new areas like Solar Research Center. We are supporting an engineering college for development of a solar research lab. We also helped knowledge on wheels for farmers to double the income. How can we really teach the latest farming technology on their doorstep? That's where we created with one of our partner something called Knowledge on Wheels, which is going to villages in Orissa and really teaching new farming technologies to the farmers. This is completely a different area. I have picked up something which are very, very different areas where we supported. We also supported innovation hubs for schools. In many schools, we encouraged and set up innovation hubs. This is where we got introduced to AIM and Atal Tinkering Labs. When we visited schools, we were pleasantly surprised by seeing the Atal Tinkering Lab in action, which is actually made us really connect with you all here. On the research side, I have picked up some of the fantastic projects. One of the path-breaking projects here. The first one, if you really see, it's about drinking water, development from, really deprived villages. It is a fundamental research. How do you clean up dirty water and make really drinkable water? New technology here. Second one, which I picked up is artificial photosynthesis. Again, a new area, completely new area. Third area is chemotherapy. You know that chemotherapy is used for cancer, but it kills other cells as well. We are working with our partner for low energy electronics technology, thereby don't kill the regular cells. It's a path-breaking project. The fourth one which I picked up is it's emitter coating for solar. Just by making a paint coating, you reduce the temperature. You don't need AC after that. Temperature flows from one side to other. These are all some of the path-breaking projects. There are many more. I don't want to spend a lot of time onto this. These are primarily done with most of our engineering colleges and deep into research hubs. That's what we have been supporting here. With this, I will hand over to Hemant to cover the topics which we did, especially in last year. during the pandemic and take it forward on the our collaboration. Hemant, over to you.
Thank you, Sudarshan. And as we have been facing one of the greatest challenges, not only in India but world over, and as it has impacted the industries, it has impacted very, very badly to the entire education ecosystem also. The kids, the students are confined at the homes, the schools are not able to operate, and it's putting up a huge challenge for the country like us to keep all of these students not only engaged, but make sure that the time available with this is meaningfully utilized in acquiring the skills which could be useful to them in the coming future. So with that intention, last year we launched a series of programs where we have used the expertise available within our organization. We connected with the industry experts and we conducted a national level webinar series. It was a 15 weeks program last April, which we launched. And here the objective was to introduce the engineering college students about the new domains, new technologies in which industries are working, and the industry experts guided them on what type of topics they should prepare in the coming 2-3 years so that they become industry ready. At the same time, we conducted a program which we are calling it as a Connect Next, where we are encouraging the industries to come forward and work very jointly with the academia world to address the problem which this ecosystem is facing about the talent readiness and employability. So in this program, we are building up the library of projects which are defined by the industries on which students can work, and they get mentored by the industry experts, and through that they become industry ready. And last year we conducted a conference where we picked up 100 such top quality projects across the engineering colleges in India and presented these projects to the industries across India. Of course, it was done in a virtual mode, but that gave a platform for students to be visible to the industry and industry also to spot the knowledge, spot the bright upcoming students so that they could be considered for future employability, future internship, and create an avenue for both the ecosystem. With this, we also provided the internship opportunities for the students because while they were at home, we felt that they should work on a very challenging problem statements, and again mentored by the industry experts. And we did a pilot with 12 colleges. 15 teams are undergoing this very intensive high quality internship program working on the engineering topics. And one very important program which we launched last year, and this is for the school students, and that is where we got highly engaged and interested with the program Atal Innovation Mission is running with the ATLs across so many schools. Here, the objective of this program made in 3D, which is actually conceptualized and designed by our partner in France, La Malaparte Foundation, and together with a foundation in Europe, they have been running this program in France for last 3 years. We thought that this program could be adopted and implemented in India in a Indian way. And last year we engaged teams from India, and each of these teams they work as a pseudo startups and created a product which was then useful for the society. So all of these four programs were actually defined, designed to make sure that while students are locked in their homes, they work on a very innovative, very collaborative programs, and through that they learn. Now, as part of our entire endeavor, our one of the main mission also is to empower our students to be future ready. And Mr. Ramanan, as you rightly said, the young generation are the future of India. They are the future innovators for us, and they are also the future job creators for us. So, how do we inculcate this interest, this knowledge? Right from the school level up to the engineering level, is the area where we thought we should empower them and make them future ready. So we are running this program for two distinct age group students. One is the school students who are in the age group of 10 to 16 years, and there are separate programs for engineering college and technology students. For the school students, as I mentioned, we launch a program made in 3D to promote entrepreneurship and innovation skills among the students. We also have started developing the learning content which could be provided to all Atal Tinkering Labs, because through Atal Innovation Mission, what government has done is putting up a very nice, very powerful infrastructure across so many schools in India, which provides us a platform to develop our future innovators. So we thought that creating a learning content which is a activity based, which is a problem based learning, which can invoke curiosity among the students, and we have started creating this content which we aim to provide to all these Atal Tinkering Labs and other schools in India through Atal Innovation Mission collaboration. And we have set up a few innovation hub at the school levels. So these are the programs which we have started, and one of the very successful program which we just concluded in the last month. I would like to elaborate this program a little more, and that was the foundation for us to work together in this mission. And this program, we call it as Made in 3D. The motto is Seed the Future Entrepreneurs through this program, and bring the entrepreneurship concept right at the school level, and expose the students about this exciting new world of opportunities. And through that, make them very curious, make them very innovative in coming out with the end-to-end product development activity, so that when they complete their schooling, when they get into the technology education, their base is ready. And this program, as I said, is conceptualized and implemented in France, and we thought that we can bring it to India and help our students to be in that particular league. Now, the objective of this program is inspire our young students, young minds to be the future innovators, shape the future of our next generation, groom them to be ready for that kind of career opportunities, and inculcate the innovation culture, innovation mindset, problem solving mindset, as Mr. Ramanan explained during his address. And these are the objectives with which we launched this program. And the key aspects of this program is three phase. One is conceptualizing and designing a dream product. And we appeal to all of these teams to find out a problem which they see around within their house, within their society, within their neighborhood, and come out with a solution through a dream product, and design this product, manufacturing it, and for them to be the entrepreneurs of future, they also should know how to market this product. So one of the important aspect of this program is creating a product marketing campaign, and each of these teams, they develop the product videos, they develop the marketing brochures, they came out with a pricing strategy, and that is what probably excites them, brings the joy of doing something very, very important, but in the joyful and playful environment. Uh, Last year was our first year of this program. So we selected 10 schools, and from each school, a team of 2 teachers and 6 students were formed. And each of these teams, they worked as a pseudo startup. So they operated as a startup so that they get the complete know-how how the startups work. And to have the inclusivity, to have a diversity, we also selected the schools which have Atal Tinkering Labs, because we knew they have very good infrastructure, they have the foundation to work on this kind of a very innovative program. But at the same time, we wanted to see what happens if such infrastructure is not there, so that we get some more ideas how such infrastructure can be developed in more schools. At the same time, we included one school from the rural area so that they can work on the problem which our village ecosystem works. And of course, two of the schools, we requested them to have a all girls team. So that's the kind of inclusivity, that's the kind of diversity we built into the program. And that was a very successful model which we implemented last year. Now, in this program, as I said, each of the team work as a pseudo startup, and for them to really work as a startup, we provided them the extensive training. We had our experts from Dassault Systems internally. We also took help of the industry and domain experts to train, to guide, and mentor the students during this entire journey of 8 to 9 months where when they were working. And these are some of the innovative products, as you can see here on the screen. Each of these young student startups have developed, and they came out with amazing ideas, amazing designs. And even though each of them were sitting at their home, they could collaborate with each other. They can exchange their ideas, they can exchange their design, and then they came out with a very nice product which ultimately they presented during the finals. Another very important aspect of this program was interaction and collaboration with the French schools, and we connected each of our Indian school with one French school, and it helped both of these schools to collaborate with each other on the cultural collaboration, try to understand what are the cultures we have, what kind of education systems we have, how kids in India learn, how kids in France learn, and that was a very nice experience to not only to the students, teachers, but the entire team. We really enjoyed this collaboration program, and we thought that this also should be the need of future innovators. They would not only be working in their own city or their own region, but probably they would be working globally. And this kind of a training program would be very, very important part of such mission. And we had the finale and the awards function last month, and we were very fortunate to have Mr. Ramanan, you as the chief guest, and you have seen the entire work the young brigade they have done, and your address to them was very, very inspirational. And we had the guest of honor from our French embassy team in India, and Ms. Sonia Barpuri, she spoke about how collaboration across two countries for this kind of work could be beneficial. And Dr. Olivier Foudin also is highly excited, and he looks forward to more such programs. We probably can jointly work together. So, Mr. Ramanan, thank you very much to be part of this program. And before I close this, let me show a very quick video about what work these young students have done during this program.
I think the sound is not coming, right?
Yeah, yeah. Sound, I think it is unable to play, but it
Yeah.
still has some value in the video, so I kept
Yeah,
quiet.
no, the video is
Share
very,
the yeah, yeah, yeah,
very instructive.
yeah. We can share the video after this. Maybe.
Yes, please. We'll put it on our website also.
Yeah, yeah.
And we can see through the smile of the teenager the commitment of the. It's
Yeah.
great to see them.
Absolutely.
A nice product that has been created.
No, it's quite self-explanatory because of all the
Yeah.
captions and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Handitizer.
They have been so creative, you know.
Yeah.
It's very
And that too at
impressive.
a young age.
Yeah. Look at that.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hemant.
so that was the story of last 1 year, what these young startups, I would say, and a very interesting part, almost all of these young pseudo startups, they have approached us to say that we really want to take this product forward and we just don't want to stop at this place. So that talks about the success and impact of such programs on our young generation and young students community.
Very nice. Excellent. Very, very inspiring, actually, to see the young students doing all of this. Yeah.
So over to Sudarshan for our collaboration details.
Thank you, Hemant, for sharing that video. It gives the context of what we are planning to do in future. So if you can move to the next slide, Hemant.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes. We exchanged earlier. There are 3 areas where we are planning to work with the Atal Innovation Mission, basically on the tinkering labs. The first area is we would love to contribute in content which is required for the labs to learn themselves, which is basically project-based, activity-based, self-paced learning content. We would like to augment this content and give more content to all the labs so that the labs can utilize it, rich student experience here. Once all this learning is done, we would like to challenge the students through hackathons and nationwide competitions, on the innovation front, just like what we did in Made in 3D and Seed the Entrepreneurs. Similar schemes we would like to do and throw a challenge so that students get inspired and start doing more things using the facility which is already there in Atal Tinkering Labs. Third, which is also very important aspect, it's not just learning, it's not just challenging, but also exchanging culturally between India and France. How people can collaborate and bring up new values, new innovations. That's what we want to really explore. This is the 3 dimension we would like to work together. Here going forward. In this context, I would request Mary Pierre to share her views and really enrich today's session.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sudarshan. First of all, let me wish to all of you a Happy New Year too. It's great to share that with you from France. And Mr. Ramanan, it is again an honor to share the floor with you. Sudarshan and Hemant already told that, but definitely your address is really inspiring. And as you say, all stakeholders has to be involved to build the future, and it has to be inclusive at all levels, nationally, but also at an international level. So with the success of the Indo-French training program we have set up this year with Made in 3D in India, very well presented by Hemant, we are so excited with the collaboration between Indian and French students. And it's benefits to expose the student to know the culture, value system, education environment across different countries. You know, I strongly believe that, you know, open mind is always you know, a good source of inspiration and to build something better and differently. And this is how we used to work inside La Fondation Dassault Systèmes and with the Indian, US, and European team. So this knowledge sharing between the two academia definitely help us to uplift the innovative skills among the students. I would say it will help in shaping future innovators who can understand the global issue because they will have to work probably at a global level. And if not, it is important to understand the global issue, work together, collaborate to create a better society, a better world. With more such collaboration in future and introducing the young mind to such environment will lead to tremendous changes in the way students discover and learn. And we are certain that such a teamwork helps them to identify global solutions we need to build a more sustainable world. This is a key to develop the entrepreneurial skills at a young age to understand the need of technology to create a better future. And that is what Made in 3D is all about, and as you know, of course, now. And we are really excited to continue working on this, taking it to the bigger scale, where we can create a change in the society by developing this young mind all together, and especially with you, dear Mr. Ramanan, and Atal Innovation Mission. It's a big milestone for us. It's very ambitious, and thank you very much for this, for giving us this opportunity to build something new together and something more inclusive. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mary, for those very, very important message, as well as the sharing of some very important suggestions. As you rightly pointed out, in order to create a sustainable world and a sustainable planet, it is important for all the stakeholders to come together from various countries, not just from one country. And this particular partnership in particular also encourages young students from India to get culturally bound, to have exchanges with other cultures, other educational systems, other value systems. And this diversity of thought and region, which was primarily Baba Saheb Ambedkar's message, that bring that diversity and bring unity amongst diversity. And when you have diversity of thinking, diversity of cultures, diversity of value systems, and we all bring it together, then the output is so much more richer. And you also mentioned very importantly that, you know, in order to tackle global issues, which are the pandemic is one example, but many other global issues, we need global collaborations and global thinking. And therefore, this partnership with Dassault Systems Foundation in India and through that to your global organization is so very strategic. Thank you also, Sudarshan ji, for highlighting the three areas, which I think are very important areas. One is the project-based learning content. You have a rich engineering content. It was very visible throughout in the slides presented by Hemant ji, the richness of the content in 3D design, 3D-based engineering, visual design, and all the other technologies which go with it, like IoT and robotics and so on. You also mentioned about how important it is to have hackathons and challenges which will stimulate this innovative capability and the engineering capability and STEM-based scientific research. And finally, the inter-country academia collaboration. Unless academia, government, private sector, and universities come together, we will not be able to create a very sustainable, innovative future. And thank you, Hemant ji, for sharing in detail all the things that you have already done during the last year. A very impressive set of achievements, I would say, for an organization committed to spurring innovation, entrepreneurship in various areas, whether it is farming, whether it is in cancer research, whether it is in solar panel based technologies and so on. You are trying to bring all the elements together through your programs, and I want to thank you so much for enabling this. And finally, I do think it is very important to thank all the people behind the scenes who have made this particular relationship happen in such a short period of time. I want to thank Ishita Agarwal, Deepali Upadhyay. I want to thank Pramit Dash and Manglesh, Ronak, Vishnupriya, Naba, and all the team members of ATL, as well as the AICs for working behind the scenes. And we are all just presenting it happily in front of you. But they are the people. And of course, Hemant ji, he has been tightly involved in everything that we have been doing. And I also want to thank the Dassault Systems team for having participated in this very, very, in a very intense manner, I would say, showing their commitment to the cause. And I am sure that this relationship is going to grow by leaps and bounds, and it will have tremendous impact, not only in India, but also in France, and promote innovation exchanges between students of both the countries. With that, I request Sudarshan ji to have the closing remark and launch this collaboration and this partnership formally. And it would be indeed a wonderful fitting end for I think it's become a working day. It's not a holiday today. It's been a working day for most of us. But thank you so much for accommodating all of this at a very short notice. And thank you, Ms. Mary, for joining all the way from France and inspiring us on this occasion. So with that, the closing words from Sudarshan ji.
Thank you, Ramanan. This is a new year day, and I see new beginning for both us, Dassault Systèmes Foundation here, as well as Atal Innovation Mission here. And we have been true to our purpose all through several years. You can see what we have done in the past, So we would love to take this platform, the platform which you built over the period passionately, with such a wonderful network of people, labs and students and teachers, We want to take this platform and enrich truly in our true spirit in the coming days. While we have put this chart and the intentions clear here, which will definitely do it for sure, we would love to expand our collaboration and bring value to India here, bring value to students here, and also collaborate more with France as a friendly country. Thank you very much, and thank you for giving this opportunity. From all of us in Dassault System, thank you very much, Ramanan. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Hemant ji. Thank you, everyone. And with this, we bring to a close this particular program, but it marks the beginning of a wonderful relationship and many, many exciting things for the Atal Tinkering Lab students, and in particular, the Atal Innovation Mission community, not only from the Tinkering Labs, but also the incubators and others. As we progress on this particular relationship, I'm sure many, many new things will unfold. So thank you all. Have a great day. Once again, Happy New Year. And this is Ramanan, Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, wishing you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.